Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is great to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today I'm thrilled to bring to you the closed beta version of CleanFall. Now this game is admittedly not available for public consumption just yet. It has a release date on Steam of to be announced, but I do have the closed beta version here today, and I think you're gonna really like this game. This game is actually pretty amazing in all facets, and I've really enjoyed my short time with it. So I'm really excited to jump into a new playthrough here and show you the game. Huge shout out to Human Yo-Yo Studios, a member of the Discord, who was kind enough to give me a version of this game. I really do appreciate it. And you know what, my friends? I think you're going to appreciate it as well. So without further ado, let's jump into a new demo here. And frankly, as we're going through it, I want you to let me know in the comment section, what other games this reminds you of, because this is a game that will blend a lot of different genres together, for sure. So let me know kind of what other games out there you think this is similar to. And also let me know how you're liking this game here on the channel. We'd love to keep playing it. So let's rock and roll, play demo. We're going to have a small intro here, which will give us just a little bit of context into, the overall story. I think this game has some really good atmosphere. It's got some really good music. It's got like this darkness kind of clockwork effect going on. We'll see. The paperclip maximizer problem. A thought experiment demonstrating how a super intelligent AI, even if designed without malice, could ultimately destroy humanity through the endless and unalterable production of paperclips. But what if a super intelligent AI did not want to make paperclips, but rather clean? And what if this AI knew that it had to fix the world in order to keep dust out of its house? What then? That is quite the big-brained philosophical question here, my friends. And we find ourselves in the opening home, and we find our main character here. Appears to be some type of maid. I believe it's some type of AI robot as well. But you notice we do have a weapon, and this weapon is a pulse rifle. So there's two functions. Left mouse click is your main attack, and then right mouse click is sort of a mining effect. And we'll get more into that as we proceed here. So E interacts with doors. We're using WASTA to move, of course. And this is the great world of CleanFall here. Lots of detail, absolutely. Just one of the remarkable and charming things about this game. I think ultimately this game has a ton of character. So this is just a little tutorial on how to use the rifle that we have in our hands right here. I've already explained that. And then right click to mine through dirt. So this is actually a pretty key element to this game. So we're right clicking here to remove the terrain, allowing us to pass through, of course. And then down to the third level here, this is going to tell you how to use the Pathfinder, which is activated with F. And what this does is, it's sort of like an expedited way to mine. So you can see our little red tracer path there. So if we press F and then we right click, as you can see, the path is removed. I don't think it can remove through all terrain, but any terrain that it can remove, it will remove, which is nice. It does cost energy, which is this bar over here, that does regenerate. So the world is filled with harvestable items. We're pressing E to harvest, so we have to keep our eyes out for plants and other things of the like, flora, right? And we do get an item here. So this is pop rocks. This is our item bar on the side, right? And the pop rock is a strange, unstable mineral with explosive properties. So this is actually a weapon that can be thrown at our enemies. Looks like we're going to have some company here. So boom, get wrecked. Get wrecked and get wrecked. All right, so the enemy has been defeated and destroyed. And through the world, we fall down into the abyss, the catacombs, if you will. Just love like the art style of this game. Just take a moment to appreciate it, right? Love the colors they're working with here. And then the character design overall, right? So let's talk to this fellow here. And so it begins with the cruel winds blowing endlessly, biting at the lost world, drawing out the shape of things that were and are and may well be. A strange individual, straightens himself at the sight of the cleaning bot, his toothy grin stretching from ear to ear. Can you hear it, little one? History is standing in applause of you, clapping loudly, wildly, its hands flapping faster and faster in acclamation. Giddy with excitement, he turns suddenly, holding an imaginary camera. Let's memorialize the occasion with a picture. He makes a clicking noise, then another, and another, all the while tilting his head and contorting his face in a series of silly expressions. Can you hear the applause, cleaning bot? It's roaring. The wind continues to howl. After a few more snaps, the finger straightens and turns abruptly, lowering its glasses. Don't be an offense to history. Don't make it stop clapping. Understand? Descend. Descend to the core. Activate the teleporter. And do not fail. Don't. Off you go now. Down the pit you go. And down the pit we will be heading here, my friends. So, yeah, for a little clarity, we are a cleaning bot, right? And our ultimate goal is to get to the core of whatever the pit is and activate the teleporter. So we've been given free reign here, and this is sort of like your central hub, if you will. And I think that there's like a metagame. I'm not entirely sure what this is all about. It's either an additional level or maybe some metagame progression, but we have to reach 450 feet of depth. Our depth meter is right up here in the top right. So you will see as we descend, this meter obviously gets larger the deeper we go. And that's about it. So let's go explore the world of CleanFall, a wondrous and amazing world. And we do that by jumping in the pit. And we can jump with spacebar as well. Alright, my friends, so we find ourselves in the pit. Chapter 1, The Metal Maid's Descent. It sounds like a metal band or something, right? But here we are. I mean, so what I really like about this game is it leaves a lot to exploration and sort of trial and error, right? So what we can do is we can jump off and just descend down the pit. We are at 18 feet, or we can begin mining to the left. But let's check the small note stuck to the sign. Tell them placed by a single thorn pressed through thin paper. It reads, "Deeper is deadlier. Gather resources, spend wisely. Night is coming, be ready." Alright, so that is terrifying, actually. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mine left here. Let's see if we can find anything. In fact, we can use our Pathfinder here. So let's just make this process a little quicker. And yeah, let's go left. So it looks like we have a shiny piece of, looks like a mineral or an ore or something right here. So let's get down and, okay, so we get this. So, or a prized mineral populating the deep. Knock something in the head with it or use it to buy toys. Your call. All right, so I love the prospect of buying toys, of course, for sure. So I think we'll stockpile these if we can, of course. All right, so we have some flora and fauna down here, right? I wonder if these are something we can harvest. Oh yeah, we can harvest. We get a fart pod. Very nice. An exceedingly noxious pod pulsing with death. Okay. Well, let's see if we can kill these guys. Okay, so it's got like a poisonous effect. Very nice. All right, so those guys get wrecked. Absolutely get wrecked. And it looks like the dragonfly fellows can be destroyed by our pulse rifle. So while we were dropping in, there is a loading screen, and the little tooltip on that loading screen said, your pulse rifle, which is the weapon we have, will work on some enemies and not on others. So, looks like it works on the dragonflies. Not too sure about those big guys. There was just too many of them to really try to take on myself. But let's grab these, and we do get a light bulb here. So a bulbous sack of light, soft yet durable. It seems to weigh nothing. So my guess is that helps us light up areas. Let's test it out. Absolutely. Look at that nice effect. Great just art style. And we have a turret lobber. Okay, so this is, looks like there's these vending machines littered throughout the realm. And they cost things. So we need to collect ore, 4 ore, and 4 this monster fiber stuff here. Okay. So we don't have that. Look at this. So there's a whole bunch of them. Okay, so I think I'm kind of getting it down just a little bit now. I've really only spent a little bit of time with this. But it looks like we have what appears to be a treasure chest up here. I definitely want to see if I can try to get that. So let's use our Pathfinder again. And let's see if we can... Let's do something like that. And then... I think we can charge our pulse rifle here. Get a little boost. Alright, so yeah, we're not going to be able to get over from that side. But we have these guys back here again. So let's use the fart pod to take them out. Very effective poison there. What do we have here? So this is a battery gun. I wonder if that's a direct upgrade. I would assume it probably is. And then landmines. Seen these before. Yeah, so 1 ore for those. I want to get that treasure chest. So let's go around. Maybe we can find a spare piece of ore. And then we can buy a battery gun as well. We'll certainly have to see. Alright, so let's go this way. Really like the Pathfinder. It's a nice addition to a game of this style where you are mining stuff. And we get a gun turret there. It looks like the enemy does respawn. Alright. We don't want to upset these guys. Yeah, they are not being hurt by... Okay. I think we should probably just ditch. In my experience, there... Actually, here we go. Here's some ore. But in my experience, there are a ton of those kiosks. Those vending machines. So let's grab another pod here. Use Pathfinder to mine greenstone. Okay, so let's do that. So our regular... See, we can't regularly mine that. We have to use the Pathfinder for it. And like I said, if you fully charge this pulse rifle and you jump and you release it, you do get a boost. So that's real nice too. Alright, so this looks to be some upgrades. Plus 35% non-consumable damage. Don't know what these materials are. Looks like monster fiber and... Is that ore perhaps? 16% turret range, 10% mining speed. How about non-consumable damage? Turret range? I think I'm good. I'm good on that. Alright, so what do we have here? So we got a bulb turret now. Okay, so this is a turret that we can actually place down on the field to help defend us. So I want to try to keep like my offensive items and turrets up toward the top. So when we're in a pinch, we can throw one down. And what do we have here? We do have the battery gun for 4 ore. Let's do it. Let's get an upgrade. The Doom guy smiles, right? Alright, battery gun. Here we go. Okay. So this is, appears to be stronger. I guess we'll have to test it out. Alright, so let's go through here. Let's see. Can these guys be harmed by the battery gun now? They sure can. Alright, let's pulse them down. Oh yeah. Get wrecked. Alright, very nice. Alright, let's just keep going. I would like to get to at least 450 in depth here. So let's keep going. Let's keep exploring. Like I said, this is a wondrous world. All kinds of different things. We need to approach with caution and uncertainty. So we have more of these guys here. Looks like we have an item right there as well. Alright, so let's see. Do we have... Yeah, let's see if we can just take them out with this. Our energy is becoming a factor. So shooting our gun seems to cost energy. And the battery gun, in particular, seems to cost more energy than the pulse rifle. So we have a nuke here for 3 monster fiber. I love the idea of a nuke. So let's grab a nuke. You really shouldn't have this. Well, hopefully it's in good hands. We'll see. Let's get another light pod, you bet. And then I did see some ore down here. We got 2 units of ore. Very nice. Alright, so what do we have down here? Looks like an enemy and a machine of some sort. Okay, that guy. Press E to use. Plus 70% ghost speed. I'm not even sure what a ghost is. 17% chance to not consume a turret on use. That seems useful. Definitely. Plus 25% deployable unit health. Let's go with that one. Because in my very limited experience, your turrets do have health as well. And, you know, once the health reaches 0, obviously the turret dies. So, you'll see the turrets come to play. I mean, we can certainly use them for just general exploration, but the one little bulletin board when we first dropped in here that said, once nightfall hits, things get spicy. Well, they weren't lying. So you're going to see. So there is a factor of you kind of racing against the clock in this one as well. Alright, so the light bulb does fall. That's alright. Let's take this treasure chest. More monster fiber. Very nice. These guys here. So what do we have? Whoops. I fell off. That's really not good. Okay, so I took a hit. Do we just nuke it? Blow up, please. Okay, so, wow. Wow. Okay, so we have taken some hits here, my friends. Let's throw a turret out. Get out of here, man. Shoot him. Okay, those guys, very, very dangerous. And here's another one. Running out of energy. Okay, so from what I do know, our health is represented in the top left corner there, next to where it says ready. Okay, so we basically took 2 hits there, and a 3rd hit will essentially kill us. But now it's midnight, and this is where the creepy crawlies come out. Alright, so we're going to have our work cut out for us for sure. So let's get some defenses in place. Gun turret, yes. See all of these eyes around us. Certainly an ominous presence here, my friends. And they munch through the walls. So I'm going to stand right here where it's safe. And we just got to make it through the night. What a horrible night to have a curse, I tell you. Alright, not enough energy. Gotta let it recharge. Let's go with the pulse rifle then. Believe the pulse rifle hurts these guys. And these guys just gnaw right through the scenery, right? Terrifying stuff, but they do drop plenty of this monster fiber, which is good. I'll certainly collect that. And then since we used our turrets, from what I understand, we can't get them back. They're kind of a one-time use thing. And we have some serious danger. But I'd really like to get that treasure chest if possible. Alright, let's go. Right by my turrets. Looks like we have a new flying unit here. Does he take damage? From the battery gun. Let's see if we can boost jump this. Okay, so I just don't like this situation. I think we're going to move on. And what do we have down here? Oh my goodness. Okay, so appears to be some kind of dragon. Let's see if we can just gently not disturb Mr. Dragon. Okay, so I feel very insecure right here. So I'm just gonna ditch. Looks like the dragon is eating. I really like that aspect of this game. Look at that. The dragon just wasted that dragonfly. Showing who's the superior dragon, I suppose. But I like that the enemies attack each other, right? It feels like kind of just a natural biome, right? See, what do we have down here? So this is a pod. These are certainly useful. Alright, so we got it. Let's see here. I don't like the looks of this guy right here. I'd like to get down to 450, like I said. Looks like we have something down this way. So let's check it out. Just so much danger everywhere in this game. Armor. Yeah, it kind of feels like we should probably grab some armor, doesn't it? Alright, nice. Our character is armored now. Looks like we have another turret down here. So this would be a good thing to grab. Alright. So those guys can be destroyed by the pulse rifle. That's good. Let's go ahead and get this. Yep, so that's a bulb turret. So we have another one of these upgrade stations. So turret range. Looks like we don't quite have... We got plenty of fiber. We need more ore. Pretty bad. But we can get increased mining speed. I think I'm good. Let's save the ore. Yeah, so I don't need any more monster fiber, but... Let's just keep going deeper. Alright, a treasure chest. Alright, so there goes my armor. Give me something to use. Gun turret. And he got me. Okay, so looks like you do get a 0 life there. Okay. I just need more, like, offense. There's no offense to be had, really. The battery gun is just low on energy. Otherwise, I'd spam it more, but it's just low on energy, right? But let's get this pod. Very useful, and then let's get the heck out of here. Alright, so, new room unlocked in the Reaper's Palace. Okay, so we did descend to 450 here. Alright, really excited to see what that looks like. Alright, so we have one of these fly guys here. Let's see. Can we break in a little spot and get it on him? Take him out. Let's go. Alright, he gone. Treasure chest. +1 life. Okay, so we do get some life back. Very nice. It's kind of what we needed. Nightfall is coming soon here, my friends. Looks like we have several treasure chests here. This is good. This is what we need. Get some more of these pop rocks as well that we got at the intro. Okay. Little pod action. Looks like this guy's not too much of a threat. Gun turret. A flame turret. Okay. Armor for 3 ore. Man, it'd be nice to find just one more piece of ore. Let's go. This game has me constantly feeling just unsafe. But we do get another life back here. And what do we have? Whoops. Thought I had my battery gun equipped. That's alright. Well, what do we have here? Let's check it out, shall we? Looks dangerous. Looks dangerous, so let's check it out. Alright, so there's some ore that is desirable. We've got a treasure chest here. Do these guys harm me? Doesn't seem like it. They seem docile. Another life. Okay, great. Alright, so we appear to have disrupted something. Let's get this ore quick. I'm going to go and grab this armor. Survivability, my friends. Alright, perfect. Let's see. We have a choice. We can go down. Oh boy, there's a big guy right there. So when you take his treasure, he doesn't like that too much, and that looks absolutely terrifying. So let's just go down this way. I think if I was in a live chat right now, you'd probably say, fight him. Do it. Go get him. Okay, so that appears to have sacked my armor. A very large explosion there. Okay, we got all kinds of enemies here. Let's see. Can I get one of these pods on them? That's good placement of that pod. And battery gun. Alright, we have a gun turret here. What's this going to cost? 1 ore. Don't have the ore. Alright, so little fly guy is down. Alright, I'm not going to hang around to screw around. And looks like this big guy is causing all kinds of noise and disruption. I just don't know if we have the firepower to take him out. Okay, so those guys are a little sketchy as well. Lots of sketchy guys in this one for sure. Okay, we have fallen down the pit. There was a treasure chest up here. Looks like we have an individual right here. I think we should definitely take a look at this. Of course, there's a bunch of enemies in there, or at least one of these guys. And I think this tile right here actually spawns those guys. So we got to be careful because they're very, very aggressive. All right, let's see. Landmine. How about a pop rock? Alright, get wrecked. Alright, let's see if we can take these guys out with some pop rocks. Press E to use. Okay, so what's this? Solitary figure sitting by the fire slowly looks up in grim repose. He has gray about his thick beard and has gray about his wild hair, and the red wires of his eyes speak of madness and loss. Sit down already. That stump isn't coming to you. Sit. Sparks tumble into the blackness as the fire saws in the cavernous winds. The man stares with his offset eyes, grinning oddly. It's all about the ketchup. You understand? Fistfuls of ketchup. You have to cook them long and hot. Them that slither spines. You seen them, right? Had to have. Those turd ugly faces with long spindly legs. Yeah, these guys right here, for sure. Bite your arm clean off if you get too close. Soulless little turds. The man pauses and looks behind him into the darkness, and then continues. The meat's gamey. No rightful doubt about that. But if you cook their heads for a full 3 hours over a hot fire, and you marinate them in ketchup the whole time, I mean, you lather them down real good, they're not half bad. Crunchy, juicy, blood's a sizzler though, it'll burn all the way down and all the way out. There's nothing but truth to that. The man laughs strangely at his own words. Yeah, this guy is deranged. Then he stops and looks over his shoulder again and sits staring for a long time with his hand on a large bored pistol strapped to his leg. Something stirs in the blackness beyond. He rises and casts a look. We best not linger, things get real hungry down here, and feeding time is coming. Then he slips into the darkness. Okay, so this appears to be some kind of like upgrade, level up. So let's see, we have energy siphon, plus 80 energy recharge per minute, but minus 60 max energy. Okay. Robotic constipation, periodically lay point defense turrets behind you, minus 25 energy per minute. And then mole mode, 20% base mining speed, 100% slower Pathfinder cooldown. Okay, so let's think about it. Pathfinder is pretty useful, right? I think 80 energy recharge per minute is nice. We do lose max energy, but we gain a great boon to our recharge. So I think I'm going to go with that. I mean, energy seems to be a thing that we're constantly battling here, although periodically lay point defense turrets behind you. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Some kind of defensive turret that comes out and helps you out, maybe. But we lose energy per minute. I don't like that. Let's go energy siphon. Wow. So this is how it's going to end, huh? Yeah, so that wasn't good, my friends. I had my fingers off Wasta, and I didn't realize that guy was going to approach me so quickly. And I don't know what happened to my inventory bar either. Let's see. Let me see if I can get that back. Well, this isn't going to be good because I can't seem to get my inventory bar back, and we got the bad guys coming here. In fact, all kinds of them. So much so that we have some... Yeah, I don't know what happened to my inventory bar, but that is quite unfortunate. Yeah, we're done. Let's go lower. Let's just outrun them. Let's go. This is all I know how to do. Yeah. Alright, so 634 is the depth which we were able to achieve. So let's check out what's reaching 450 got to us. But we are effectively dead here, my friends. And I don't know why my inventory bar is gone. I'm going to have to figure that out before we go back in. Okay, now it's back. Yeah, I don't know what that was. So we have the train. Let's see, what does this fellow have to say? Behold the man. Behold the man. His eyes lift upward, fixing on the dark rafters. The power to bring you back, not just from the deep, but from the grave. He lowers his gaze. You are now like me. The treads of immortality run through you, empowering you, directing you. A father and daughter infused with life eternal. He laughs strangely, his gaze rising again toward the violent haze swimming around the rafters. Go on. You have more dying to do. Yeah, no kidding. Alright, so door unlocked. Let's see. Alright, is this like a teleporter? So 1,500 feet in depth is the next target. So what does this do? Okay, so it's an upgrade. Military prep. Gain a battery gun and a piece of armor. Your pulse rifle comes equipped with a flashlight. Minus 15 energy recharge per minute. Resilience. Gain 2 lives. Minus 25% ghost movement speed. I'm not sure what the ghost is. Prepared. Gain 12 pop rocks, 6 quills, and 1 nuke. But minus 8% move speed. How about a battery gun and a piece of armor? That sounds pretty good to me. So now, okay. So I think I get it. I don't see it here, but I would guess when we drop back into another run, it's going to give us what we're promised there. So there is kind of a metagame here, right? That's very cool. So let's get back into the pit here, my friends. Let's try to do better next time. Again, I'm not certain what happened and how I lost my inventory bar. But either way, just getting a little more involved with the game. Understanding the game just a little bit better. Alright, dropping back into another run here, my friends. Let's go. So we do have the battery gun. We do have a piece of armor, which is great. I think the strategy to just go right is a good strategy. So let's continue to do that. We have the battery gun, right? It's a little more useful than the pulse rifle. At least as far as offensively goes. So I want to find some ores, and here's an ore here. I think in the last run, right, the importance of ores was really showed to me. Seems like virtually everything takes the ore. Monster fiber seems to be a little easier to come by. So let's go downward. Hey, how about this? We stumble into a few early bulb turrets. That's very nice. Let's see. Looks like we have a treasure chest over here. Definitely want to grab that. Can also get a light bulb. So let's get it. Alright, thanks for the light bulb. Alright, so we have these fellows here. Are they guarding anything of value? Doesn't look like it. But here's 3 ore. Very nice. In fact, you love to see this. Alright, so downward we go. We got more of these guys. So these guys can be killed with the battery gun. Wonder if maybe can mine out a little zone and just blast them. Because this will give us some monster fiber, of course. Let's put the bulb turret in there. Take them out. Get some monster fiber. That way we can hit up the vending machines where appropriate, right? Alright, very nice. Monster fiber, engage. Let's go. Is there any more of it? Nope. Alright, good deal. Okay, so we have more of these guys. And there goes the energy bar, of course. That's alright. We got more ore down here. I'm going to course correct here. And we're going. Alright, tons of ore. Let's find a vending machine with something useful in it. What do you say, game? Hey, how about this? This guy's going to give us a level up, right? This is where we went very, very wrong last time. Got a whole bunch of enemies over there. That's scary stuff, my friends. I like the flashlight effect on the pulse rifle here. Alright, let's talk to this fellow. The cleaning bot happens upon the figure she had met at first. He sits hunched forward with the black of dark. People called him Hunker Bunker Joe. They said he was just a little bit off. Yeah, just a little bit, maybe. Thought he lost his mind for saying the end was coming. Well, you know what? Wisdom herself was on his side, clicking her tongue at all the fools. He was my great-great-great-grandfather, or so I'm told. Never met him, naturally. but I've seen pictures and heard stories. Said all the naysayers were scrambling to get underground all at once like a bunch of ants. He was already set, sipping on a drink with his feet up, just watching the chaos on the news. The man stops. Small sparks curl in the blackness. You know what, though? Nobody could have prepared for what lay beneath. That took everyone by full surprise. Everyone thought the biggest problem was what that crazy trillionaire did, moving the planet closer to the sun. But sometimes it ain't what lies about that is the biggest problem, but what lies beneath. No idea how he made it down there, but he did. And I think he was the only one to ever do it. Okay, so just a little bit of story development there. But it looks like we get yet another... Well, actually, I believe we did lose our last, perk up, right? So I think we want to try to interact with this guy whenever we can find him. However, let's see what we have. Energy Siphon, plus 80, okay. Robotic Constipation, and then Spare Scrap. Gun turrets cost 1 less fiber. Minus 20% non-consumable damage. I mean, do we go with Energy Siphon to offset the energy costs? I think we do that this time around. Look at it recharge, right? It's recharging very fast. Now, obviously we have less max energy, but I think this makes our battery gun just have a little more utility, right? I mean, we got to have something to defend ourselves down here. Okay, so this looks relatively safe. We got several treasure chests as well. So let's grab these first. Okay, we got a flame turret there. That's very nice. And landmines. Okay, very good. We get some pods here as well. So that is also good. Those are super useful. Let's go down for the ore. You bet. Alright, so we have tons of ore. And now the monster fiber is kind of what eludes us. Even though we do have 9. Never mind. I take that back. Let's look for some vending machines, right? Alright, so we have this gray stone layer here. Let's see if we can knife through that. Although, I'm seeing some monster fiber here. I'm seeing an upgrade station as well. I think maybe we do this. So let's use this lone pod to take out all of these guys here. Excellent. Alright, pulse rifle on. Alright, plus 35% non-consumable damage, plus 40% turret damage. Wow. And then jump strength as well. So I think we want to do increased turret damage. Can we hit it twice? We sure can. Alright, gonna have to jump up there. Does it only let you do it once? Because I would like to do it again. Great, we got one of these guys. Man, I'm not a fan of these guys. Do we throw a landmine? Okay, yeah, that's right. Get wrecked. Oh, man, another one of them. Okay, so landmines are super strong, just FYI. Come on, let's get some resolution here. So I am pressing E. It looks like it might be just a one-time use. Let's give it one more shot, and then we can move on. Okay, so battery gun. Alright. So these quills, what do these do? Rear barb of a slither spine. The bone carapace is surprisingly light. It begs to be thrown. Okay, so it's a thrown object. This is quite a dangerous area with those guys dropping out, but how about these guys? What do these guys do? A nanite egg. Okay, I'm gonna have to learn a little bit more about what that is. So let's see, nanite egg. Bundle of nanite worms. They love to eat dirt. Okay, so that might be like another mining object, maybe, perhaps. It's definitely a game that you just kind of have to immerse yourself in and figure out, right? How about this nice little ore deposit here, though? I know that much. I know ore is useful. Okay, so let's see. What do we have? Landmine. Battery gun. The piercing damage is useful. So let's take advantage of it. Okay, very nice. Throw a light bulb in there so we see what's going on. Looks like we have a little hive down here. We have some more turrets up here. I'm definitely going to want to get this. So let's see if we can just carve a path through. You bet. Alright, so nightfalls are coming here, my friends. We're going to have to be prepped and ready. Just like the medic from StarCraft, right? Looks like we have a vending machine up there as well, right? But yeah, prepped and ready, right? Got a bunch of these dragonfly guys here, too. So let's just blast them all. Get those light bulbs. Got some more ore. Flame turret for 1-in-1. I think we probably want to spend some resources here. Let's stock up on these. Let's get a whole bunch of them. Out of stock. Okay. Fair enough. I like that the game doesn't allow you to just sit at one vending machine and just buy it all out. That does make sense. So let's take the rest of this ore, though. And continue to move. I think moving... Let's continue heading, south, and then... Okay, so we got some landmines here. These actually prove to be pretty useful. But we're going to have to find a spot to post it up for midnight. And we don't have a great position here, I must admit. Alright, so we got the creepy crawlies. Let's see. Let's get a flame turret out. Get some light bulbs out. Set up our little defense here. So the edge of the map... Well, maybe I'm not on the edge of the map. I guess I don't know my positioning exactly, but... This actually feels like a safer location, but... Man, you see just the massive area that these guys clear out when they come for you. So there's, you know, like turret defense elements in this game, for sure. There's an exploration factor, kind of like a Terraria, right? There's definitely some of that going on. Flame turret, you did well. Let's grab some of these bulb turrets. In fact, I want to make sure I have these readily available. Looks like there's some infighting going. Yeah, these guys. I don't like those guys. They actually kind of terrify me. Alright, we have another upgrade station here. I think we're doing pretty good on resources to make use of that. Let's grab a bunch of these bulb turrets, though. They are available to us. There's another treasure chest down there. Yeah, it feels like I'm all the way to the right. I am. So that seemed to sort of lessen the intensity of the midnight's creepy crawlies, if you will, right? Another flame turret here. But I don't know if you saw in the last run where I died. Like, they get a lot more intense, it seems, on the second midnight, and I would assume the third and fourth midnight. Couldn't tell ya. But that is a pretty fair assumption, I would guess. Alright, energy recharge rate. I think this is probably pretty important. Chance to not consume thrown weapon. Turret attack speed seems decent as well. How we sitting? We have 8 ore, 18 fiber. I think let's go with the energy recharge rate. That will at least allow us to manually control our firearm, right? and not rely so heavily on turrets. Alright, so how are we going to dissect this? What do we have? A landmine, perhaps. Alright, very nice. Actually quite enjoyable. Alright, let's get out of here then. And let's continue our descent south. Let's go. Okay, so this looks ominous. Does it not? In fact, I'm not sure what this is. Okay, we fell into a dragon's nest. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get out of here. You guys want me to take these out, don't ya? I mean, they don't seem to really do too much. In fact, it might be a good place to post up a defense around for when all the bad guys come, right? I wonder if they eat the bad guys as well. Like the guys with the red eyes. You can throw a light bulb at a dragonfly to take the dragonfly out as well. Alright, we got one of these little guys here. This is the littler one. Not quite as imposing. But we're doing great on energy recharge, so I think I'm going to use my battery gun. What do we have there? A pair of boots, it looks like? Alright, I'm definitely interested in this. Alright, do we go landmine here? Do we go quill, maybe? Vine wake boots. Don't know what they do, but let's grab them. Okay, so now we have a vine trail. Player speed slightly increased. Okay, we'll take that. That's terrifying. That, like, green plasma stuff. Alright, well, let's get out of here. These guys are starting to increase in number, and that makes me uncomfortable. Very, very uncomfortable. Alright, so let's knife through this terrain here. Looks like we have one of these little temples again. Okay, so let's see. I think we make an escape route this way. Look at this. We have a sail. What is that? Is that a battery gun? Looks like a battery gun, doesn't it? If I'm looking at the icon, it looks the same. You can certainly go check it out, but there's usually a treasure chest in here from what I've seen anyways. And these guys don't seem to harm you. Okay. We got a big guy coming. Let's see if we can take him out. Okay, so something else took him out, which is terrifying to me. Alright, let's just pulse him down. Battery gun, let's go. Okay, so this is a really busy area. I don't necessarily feel the most secure here either, so let's cut and run. These guys are interesting. I wonder, can you kill them? Doesn't look like it. So whatever they do, they're not really harming us, so I guess we should not harm them. Alright, let's check. Is this a battery gun? Or is it another gun? I wouldn't mind a gun upgrade. Yeah, battery gun. Can't afford it anyways, but obviously don't need to. Looks like another battery gun. So these vending machines appear to have some randomization to it. That's probably where the RNG comes in. Yep, another battery gun. Okay. Yeah, so we definitely have some randomization. Definitely a cool aspect of this game. No two runs will be alike, right? So when I say that I've been astounded by this game and I'm really excited to showcase it for you, it's just this game has taken me for a ride so far. 35% consumable weapon damage, non-consumable damage, energy recharge rate plus 20. Let's get a damage increase. So non-consumable, that's weapon damage, right? Plus 35% is pretty good. We're kind of all in on, I don't want to say we're all in, but there's definitely an aspect to our build that relies upon our battery gun here. Alright, so we got some zaniness going on in this one for sure. Got this dragon guy. Yeah, so now we're hitting for 13. I don't know what this is, but it's scary. A gun turret. Okay. So there's like 1,000. I don't know if he's being healed. Don't know what's going on with those things, but I'm kind of under the mindset of if it's not really messing with me, maybe I shouldn't mess with it, right? I think that's probably a pretty good way to stay alive in the underground. Oh gosh. Alright, get wrecked, bro. That's right, take that. Battery gun. Oh gosh. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, so how are we gonna handle this? Do we throw down a bulb turret maybe? Doesn't look like you can put them between walls or on the other side of walls, that is. Looks like I took a hit there. That's not good. And another hit? What is hitting me? Alright, it is nighttime now. We got some gun turrets here. I think maybe remaining toward the edge of the map, like we did last time, is a good strategy. Let's get all this stuff. Got a bunch of ore, and I don't know what that is. That looks like a mass of eyeballs. I'm scared. What is that? Is this a terrain that we can't break through? Alright, we have midnight here, my friends. So, let's get our defenses ready. Flame turrets on the helm. Let's go. This will be phase 2 of this, so let's be a little more prepared this time. Alright, let's see. I'm coming up the side. Coming up the side. Alright, we took a hit there. And, yeah, just panic death. Man, just wasn't in a good position. Obviously, once nightfall came, I should have. I think that is probably an appropriate time to seek just a defensible area, right? Get some turrets down. At least come up with a plan. Obviously, Wave 2 gets a lot more intense than Wave 1, though. I will tell you that come midnight. So anyways, my friends, that is CleanFall. This is a tremendous game. I'm really enjoying my time with it. I mean, it's just a great game. It's unique. It's really unlike any other game I've played here on the channel or in recent memory, for that matter. I love the art style. I love the vibe. I love the direction this game is headed. I love what this game's going for, what this game's trying to be. And again, huge shout out to Human Yo-Yo Studios. Thank you so much, my friend. I really do appreciate it. So with that said, my friends, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. But what I want to know from you in the comment section is, what are your thoughts on the game? You know, first and foremost, do give some feedback to Human Yo-Yo Studios, of course. Give some feedback to me as well. What does this game remind you of, right? Like, what elements are at work here? What do you think? And then third, do you want to continue to see some CleanFall here on the channel? I think I'm going to definitely do some more runs because this game is just so much fun. Let me know if you'd like to see it. So with that said, my friends, I'm getting out of here. Thanks again so much. I really do appreciate it. We'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.